Hello, and welcome to Fable Table, an actual play live stream focused on critical world building, collaborative storytelling, and finding the fun in games. I, as ever, am your host, ApolloNik. Joining me is the cast of Starcana, The Second Breath. How are you all doing today?
From vacation.
You were on vacation, Dave?
Yeah.
My state is still on fire, but slightly less.
Yes.
I'll come save you. Actually, Miro will come save you.
I don't know that that's I don't know that that's something that fills me with hope, Dave.
Miro is kind of a bit of a fire starter, right?
Exactly.
Like,
he's
especially
gonna help
as
put
of
out
late.
fires with fireball.
And his lightning staff. Yeah.
I don't know how aware anybody is in this group of all the fires that are happening in Washington.
No, I didn't know.
The one closest to us, to my house, he's started by a guy deliberately.
Yeah, it's
That's
pretty
crazy.
It's pretty fucked up. I had a vacation about a month ago, shortly after our last session, I think, where I was supposed to go to Central Oregon, but there was a fire within like 4 miles of the vacation resort we were going to. And we ended up actually going to Central Washington, nowhere near Anna, but there was no fires going on there, and it's actually quite nice.
I would hope nowhere near me, because that would mean you didn't come and say hi, and my feelings would be hurt.
Yeah, that's fair. It did take us 4 hours to get that far, and it would have taken us, I think, another 2 or 3 to get to you. Yikes. Anyway,
I guess I know how much travel time I'm worth.
I got on my first plane.
You did?
Congratulations.
Where'd you
did?
How was that? Did you have a long flight?
No, believe it or not, it took. We got to Orlando a half hour early.
Ah. How was takeoff and landing for you?
I was nervous. I was fine. I became fine. I was still nervous. Right as we were getting ready to descent into Orlando, we hit an air pocket during descent. So that was fun. But yeah, no, it was fine. I'd do it again. I'm just a nervous flyer. I've learned.
That's fair. That's fair. Amy, how are you?
I'm good.
Of course you are.
We just had our first non 65% or higher humidity day in New York City with 92-degree heat. So it was nice to go outside and not immediately be moist. But yeah, I've been working a crazy schedule this summer. Super thankful for it, but I'm exhausted and I'm ready to beat up some monsters' butts now that I have some free time. This has been definitely needed lately. I cannot wait.
Fair. Well, speaking of, last time you all did beat up some monsters, you had teleported to Aranel and moved into the Principality of Pedal. You got to survey the city where the fair folk have laid siege and taken over. Aranel being the source of rivers that has a great kind of cosmological water source called the Moon Spring, that you've learned that's where souls travel to return to the moon as part of the cycle of life. But that cycle has been interrupted, hence the second breath. And so you got a lot of tactical information about what's going on in Aranel, and are presently heading south towards where the Pedal army is massing at a town or city, rather, called Fordwick. But along the way, you all stopped in a little tiny town called Millbrace, where there were a number of water mills along the way. And you found this to have been a abandoned or destroyed town that the fair folk were using as like a forward operating base. You kind of snuck up on them, or they actually knew you were coming and tried to get the drop on you, setting a trap, but it wasn't enough. Miro set one of the buildings on fire that was housing a number of them, and you otherwise handily beat the rest. I think you all were kind of interrogating and were about to release one of them, who Cleo was speaking to somehow. Cleo has realized that she can speak their mother tongue.
It was primordial, right?
Correct. And I believe they shared some information about like why they were here, why they tried to attack you. I don't remember exactly what I shared, but I'm going to, if I end up sharing something that I didn't share last time, we can just kind of retroactively
just go with it.
Yeah. So basically, this was like a scouting base. They were keeping an eye on the Padal army, who have captured some of them, and they are like, they seem very sad about it. They also justified attacking you. I think there was a lot of like, why did you attack us? And it's like, well, you attacked us first. And then right before you were about to let that one fair folk go to share news that they had lost the base, a knight of Padal showed up and killed the scout.
Right through the dang chest too.
Yes.
I remember. Just wild.
Yes. And that knight has basically said like, hey, what's up? Who the hell are you guys? And offered to escort you south to where the Padal army is, so you can join up, or visit whatever y'all want to do, really. This battle map is our visual reminder of what was going on last time, but I will move us back to the whoops, I think I just combined something I shouldn't have. Whoops.
Bye building. I destroyed you well.
Yep. All right, so it's gonna take, it's quite far. It's like 40 miles. That's actually gonna take a couple days. Although you all have the wagon, you can float the river. That might actually go a little quicker.
Or the river.
Are you gonna give us those damn monsters in the water again? Because I can't handle that again. Their teeth were scary.
Says the Amy who wanted combat.
Mm-hmm.
Amy, I think you forgot. I think you forgot to ask your normal question when we start the session every single time.
Did we level up?
No. I think you had just leveled up the previous session.
That's a lie. No.
I don't think
we did.
If I remember correctly, it's been like, we haven't leveled up since
It's been
the first
like 3
episode.
sessions. No, it's been like 3 sessions.
I distinctly remember telling you all, hey, you get to level up here, even though you leveled up very recently, because something weird is happening.
No, we leveled up after the castle.
That doesn't sound like anything you would have ever said, Nick.
Uh-huh.
No, we
I don't
leveled
think
up
you're
right
that
after we
generous.
took the scrolls. That's when we leveled up. When we were like doing that spy mission to steal the from the castle. And I was bitching at my mother.
That's right.
No.
Yeah, so it's been like a couple sessions.
Okay, nice to know.
Okay. I had to try.
Yep. Good. A for effort. So this night, oh man, I don't think I might have shared his name with you, but I don't have it written down.
Let's call
I'm
him
gonna just
Jack.
call him Nighty McKnightson. Doesn't matter what his name is. The Knight.
Let's call him by his legal last name, Jackson.
All right. I don't know how comfortable I feel with that. Is that okay? Can we go with Jackson?
Let's not.
Okay, well, we won't. No reason.
Reason.
Okay, we'll call him Frankson.
Why not just Frank?
Okay.
We'll be frank with you, Frank.
All right.
I gotta
Frank,
restart my Discord.
okay.
In a second.
We'll see you in a sec. In the meantime, I love the effort these bots are putting in to try and get me to pay them money for followers.
Oh yeah.
They're using like other language characters. The all caps is honestly like just super great. This account was created 5 minutes ago and has been following me since 3 minutes ago.
Love that.
Yeah,
Thanks for the follow
I
up.
mean, clearly that means they love this content. I don't see what's the problem.
Clearly a bot account was made 5 minutes ago. All right, love that. Okay, do we have our Dave?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, great. So I don't know why I still have the break music playing. We're gonna do something more like travel-y. As a quick recap, there is this is like kind of highland plains we're moving along, and there's just like this nice it is a wide river that has kind of carved a path from Arenell heading south. And yeah, you all offer to take this knight back with you to the army camp to the south, chat him up a little bit, get to know Frank a bit, get the wagon ready, and start floating down. There may or may not be an encounter with some more of the coral fair folk. They're called Karpa, if I remember correctly. But you all are vigilant, and you have an extra set of eyes and a lightning rod. So I think it goes without much incident.
Are we walking or are we riding?
You're floating the river.
We're doing our Tina Turner. We're rolling on the river.
Okay, can I use this time to try to study the last part of my book?
Yes, absolutely. There's definitely times where you'll pull off and set up camp, at least once or twice. So yeah, go ahead and give me like a Arcana check. I think this is your last bit.
Yep.
Very silly.
It's all just gibberish.
You read a page and then got distracted.
I got bored.
What is what's the holdup? What is making it so difficult to learn this spell?
Because I can't break through a 7.
In the fiction, Dave. What's causing Miro the problems?
It's just a bunch of like Miro's having like a postictal seizure. I don't know.
Oh my God, hello?
Fair enough. It's probably the fact that you're riding in a slightly choppy river, or maybe afraid of getting
wet.
Yeah, afraid of getting the book wet. You're holding it up, but then your arms are getting tired. Okay. You end up floating for a day. You make your Arcana check. You float for another day. Give me another Arcana check, Miro.
Oh, he's being so nice today. This is great.
Yeah. For fuck's sake.
Okay.
You're getting your bad rolls out of the way.
This was the tome of Enlarge and Reduce.
Yes.
All right, let me look at this spell really quick. Can you upcast this spell? It doesn't look like it. I will say you've got the Reduce figured out, but not Enlarge. You may presently use only Reduce.
Fun. Okay.
There you go.
It's something.
Okay. So Miro learns Reduce. Okay. You arrive at Fordwick You can see it in the distance as you kind of like crest over a hill or pass a hill. It kind of looks, if you've seen Game of Thrones, it's kind of a city the way like Winterfell is a city. It has some nice high walls, but spread out all around it are just tents and camps. There is a large military presence here. You can see that it sits right along the edge of the river, though none of the river runs straight through the city. And it looks like there is a major bridge right ahead, where there is a major road that runs east-west, kind of a nexus point between the road running north-south and the river running north-south with this other road. As Frank begins to talk about the city, there's tons of storehouses and lodgings. There's a pretty large market, but most of the inhabitants fled when the fair folk have been, like, when they attacked the area. Some did stay, including the lord that was put in charge of it, and they managed to hold it long enough until the Prince of Pedal kind of got his shit together and amassed his army and brought them here. And they've kind of taken over the town, the city at this point. They have been having lots of problems with scouts, both keeping an eye on their army size, harassing them, making it difficult to gather resources. But there are tons and tons of stumps in the area. It has been like any tree has been clear cut. Bushes look like they've been uprooted. Basically, it's just all the vegetation anywhere that the fair folk particularly the dryad type fair folk that can meld in with trees, as you saw. Or the darkling types that had kind of blended in with any shadows. They have no more way of approaching, not really. So everything, all the resources in the area have kind of been clear cut. Give me 1 second.
Hi, Bubba.
Sorry about that. Okay. So you draw closer, and you can start to kind of see a better lay of the land here. There are the many pitched tents around the exterior of this city. They do not appear to be in any particular, there's like no rhyme or reason to the layout. It looks very haphazard. You may have seen military camps in the past, and they're very orderly and grid-like. That is not happening here. You do see that there are lots of soldiers grouped up in squads, doing some training in hand-to-hand combat and archery. There's even spellcasters, practicing magic. They're making trenches, building walls, casting fire and water and lightning spells, all kinds of stuff. They're doing drills. There is, orders being shouted. One particular thing that catches maybe Maz's eye is that there seemed to be a kind of segmented area where tieflings are camping, and there are large groups of tiefling commoners, not in any sort of military outfit, that seem to be grouped up near a group of soldiers that are basically like receiving them to enlist them. You load out of the wagon, you approach the camp area, and as you get closer, particularly to the tieflings that are enlisting, you overhear that they are being promised food, and they and other soldiers are being offered land that they can have after Aranel is taken back in return for their service. In the distance, and much closer to the city itself, are much larger kind of like war leader tents, where you might expect to find some lords or captains and generals. Among the tieflings that you see here is a tiefling that you've seen before. It is Lady Jakarn's butler, the one, Maz, that you ran into that was snooping in the prince's castle.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
The one I said, hey, I'm here at some point, if you want.
Yeah, well, they're here, which is odd because they were just in service of their lady, but it doesn't appear so anymore.
I'll go over to her.
Oh, hello. Wasn't expecting to find you here.
Well, I go where I want.
I suppose you were also freed from your lord's service.
Yeah, well, we'll go with that.
Sounds like you also got...
good for you.
Yes, thank you. Not many opportunities for people such as us, so I thought I might as well lend a hand and take the risk. Put my life on the line.
Oh, if you're going to put your life on the line, I and my friends are a much better a group of people to hang out with than rigid military types who are no better than, owners as is.
Well, you certainly have balls, I'll give you that. That was pretty bold, sneaking into the Prince of Lutz's chambers. But I'm really looking
I wasn't
for
the only one doing that.
True. I'm really looking to put down some roots. So unless you and your friends can offer land and payment, I think I'll settle for joining a large army than joining your band of merry.
Yeah, probably not putting down roots anytime soon.
Fair.
Just make sure you're not changing one master for another.
Most certainly not.
That's some tea.
Mm-hmm. Well, it looks like I'm next. Good luck with whatever it is you're up to.
Same to you.
And she'll move up and begin chatting with some soldiers to enlist and get her weapon and armor. Let's see, Frank will begin escorting you towards the city. He offered to give you an introduction to the Prince of Pedal if you wanted it. And that is who is in charge and who is leading this army.
Leo, I can't be trusted.
I was just about to say, do we really want Miro being the person to introduce to the prince?
Yeah, that's.
I do have.
I didn't even.
Fuck it, we ball. Let's go meet the prince.
Okay. You start moving through the sea of tents towards the city itself, towards the main gate. As you are walking through, you begin to note that basically everyone you see are like militia. like commoners who have signed up. There do not seem to be a lot of formal knights with like your classic chainmail and or plate armor. It's lots of like leathers, and like hand axes, spears, bow and
I was gonna say
arrows.
something, but I'm not going to.
Only a few knights seemingly with, you know, the full
Oh.
armor and like swords and or shields, and the finer weapons.
I'm not a military tactician, but these people are exceedingly under prepared for large scale combat.
They're cannon fodder. Before we go up to the prince, I grab Miro by the sleeve and tug him towards me and whisper in his ear, "Remember, no threats and no demands."
Miro does this like slight grin and goes, "Fireball."
Fireball.
You cannot start a fireball in the prince's home. Please don't do that.
Especially with us in there, if you do that as an independent contractor all by your lonesome, that's fine as long as it doesn't connect to me at
Right,
least.
don't bring me
I
into
think-
that. What that got to do
Yeah,
with
no.
me?
No, I
feel
was
like
saying I don't want Cleo to die, but you know.
I feel like that would be a time where like I feel Maz's gun to my back. like don't fucking do it, Miro. Don't do it.
I guess if it comes to that.
Well, I gotta listen to the parents, right? You know.
God, we're the responsible ones.
We're the
You
only ones
sure
who
are.
have any regard for our well-being.
You hear a couple of raised voices, a couple tents in. Frank offers to, or says like, we should really get to the gate soon. And leave whatever's going on over there to their own domestics. A lot of families here, who don't want their loved ones to fight.
The angels.
All right. Well, take us to the prince then. Let's
Take
move
us
along.
to your leader.
All right.
Do we have any real reason to talk to the prince?
Well, were we not trying to find this army to find people that were willing to fight back against this other group, right? Is that not exactly what they're doing? So we're just trying to see what the fuck is up. To figure out what's going on to stop the second breath from continuing and all this good stuff, right? Is that not the goal of all of this?
I still think the second breath is quite handy. I mean, I don't know about you, but not dying.
I don't want to
seems
live
to be,
forever. I do not want to live forever.
I don't know about
I
you,
want to die
Captain.
peacefully.
I plan to live forever.
Oh, well, not die. I would prefer to not have the second breath happen to me. If I die, it'll be once.
Yes. Still seems like a bad idea. Sure, learning how it works, maybe.
Miro just walking.
What, Dave?
I said Miro just keeps walking. Letting them two figure out. Just Miro just keeps walking.
Cleo, you suddenly hear your mother's voice in your head.
Oh.
Cleo, I'm sorry I didn't reach out sooner. Is now a good time?
It's never a good time, mother.
Yes, I did promise that I would give us the opportunity to talk more once things cool off a bit. It's been a hectic week trying to get out of the Principality of Lutz. Are you still in the area, or have you moved on?
Mm, I'm here and there. I'm not going to tell her shit because I don't know what she plans to do with this information. I don't trust her as far as I can throw her. And I don't like the fact that I can't just not have her just popping into my head. It irritates me to no end. And so, no, I will not be telling her where the fuck I am because you're not about to pop up on me.
Do you say that or like think that to her?
I'm thinking that, but I'm basically just telling her, being very vague about my location to her and not really giving much away. And internally, I'm just like, "Fuck you! I'm not telling you anything."
Tell her
Yeah.
you're at Chuck E. Cheese for Miro's birthday party.
That sounds terrible. They only let you have one drink.
Well, just remember, my pizza is a personal pizza. Believe in yourself and try hard enough.
Oh, I think my camera's flipped. Whoops, that's too bad. Yes, that is what my poster says. Um,
I know, I was squinting trying to read it.
yes. Well, I have made my way to the Kel Principality. I am finding myself safe amongst the elves now, and spending quite a bit of gold. I'd be happy to buy you a drink sometime if you happen to be in the area, or whatever you want.
Don't wait up for me.
I see.
I try to break the mind communication and shut her out. But like she seems
Okay,
quite
give me.
insistent. But I am gonna be trying to.
Do you
What do you
do
want from me?
you do want to sever the connection
Oh
or
yeah.
try to? Okay, give me a
Yes.
wisdom saving throw.
What? Okay. What is that? Where is? Oh,
Up the
okay,
top.
here.
Up at the top.
Oh.
A 2. Incredible.
Wait, I have advantage on saving throws, I think.
Dex savings, probably.
Oh, never mind then.
What's giving you advantage on saving
I don't
throws?
know. I don't know. I see it written on my
Her
thing here.
huge
Oh, it's
victor
on death
dex.
saves. Never mind.
Death saves. Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
is that a rogue thing?
Yes.
Oh, I see. Okay. She says, message received. And you feel a kind of like not a disconnect there, but like sort of like a retreat in your mind. You don't feel her presence.
Okay. Now I feel bad. But fuck her, you know? She was never there. Why should I feel bad? I try to push it out of my mind and focus on the fact that we're going to meet this prince and not allow myself to seem flustered on the outside. It's all kind of like deep internally, trying to keep a straight face.
Mm-hmm. Fair. I'm gonna make her roll something. And I rolled just as bad as you. She has no idea what's going on with you. It was an insight check on her behalf to see if she could glean anything about your mental state, and she didn't do well.
she completely. She did.
She rolled a natural 1 at being a mother.
Well, she's shown that she's pretty bad at it. So
Okay. Miro, you and Frank have reached the gate, looked back and realized that Cleo has paused. And as you wait for her to catch up,
Sorry.
oh, you're good. You note that there are some tents where they are feeding people. You note that it looks like they are rationing. The serving sizes are small.
Too bad I don't have enlarge. Oh,
Well, you could reduce the people so they don't eat as much.
I'm not gonna do that. How far back is my party?
Like 40 meters, not far.
Miro.
don't just cast nothing. Talk about it. Oh
No,
my god.
No, I'm not casting anything. Miro
Okay, good.
Miro yells to Cleo, hurry up and get over here. Get your end orphans going.
End orphans going, you bastard. Woof.
Woof, indeed. Cleo kind of shakes herself like out of the mental fog of Mommyville and rejoins Miro and turns to him and once again goes, remember, no threats, no demands. No threats, no demands.
No threats.
No fireball.
No threats, no mans.
No fireball.
No men.
No fireball.
Threats and men.
No erupting earth.
Threats and men. Got it.
Oh boy. All right.
Just pretend you don't have magic for a little while. I think that's probably best.
Maz gets it.
Now Miro singing threats and men, threats and men.
I'm scared.
All right. You are verified at the gate. You're let into the city. You move past the kind of like entry square and move through some of the streets past a market. It's rather small, but there is some trading going on. There are blacksmiths and tanners and, other folks who either seem to be living here or doing work for the army. And you move into the keep of the Lord here of Fordwick. And eventually you are brought to the Great Hall where there is a number of large tables, and it looks like a big group of captains and generals and the prince himself are here discussing strategy. There's a large map laid out with a number of, figurines indicating where forces are. And they're basically just here discussing intelligence and strategy as you enter. Frank kind of quietly talks to one of the guards here and asks you all to just kind of like stand off to the side near the entrance and wait. And Frank kind of gestures that all of you are going to wait here together. You overhear the military command talking a little bit, and you note that they are eating. And they do not appear to be rationing.
Wow.
The servings aren't particularly large, but Miro, you note that in the line of people outside, there were people complaining about there being no meat offered, and the size of bread that was coming with their soup was like a half a roll, like a half a dinner roll, and here they have like full dinner roll and meat in their stew.
Is
And
is there like a obvious kitchen staff somewhere?
yeah, you can see some people like moving in and out, like some effectively some butlers.
What is their farming situation like?
You probably would have seen some wagons coming in and out. You would have Frank would have mentioned that they have storehouses where they're keeping the food and keeping it, under lock and key. They're mostly subsisting on vegetables and grain. Like that's what the army is subsisting on right now, and they are struggling with their supply lines.
I don't know about you, Cleo, but I'm thinking we need to change the fuck out of this.
Well, yes.
Making sure people are fed will help them also not die. More importantly than working about figuring out the second breath. I don't know when I actually became opposed to the party, but what the fuck
is the militia people outside getting the same small rations?
So just to recap, most of the army is militia, not formally trained. They are just people who have signed up to help.
But they're getting small rations too.
Yes.
Yes.
Basically,
But
everyone
than what they're giving everyone else.
Everyone but high command is on rations.
And
it
then
seems.
you said the lead of the military is just eating and not paying attention.
They're not paying attention to you, but they are discussing strategy and they are eating. As you are listening, it becomes apparent that this is a major issue. They are actively discussing the fact that food is running low. And at one point, one of the generals, so there's kind of like two philosophies being argued about, or two ideas. One is, we are not ready. This army is not trained. We need to like strengthen our skills and ability as an army, get these people trained and disciplined before we march. And the other idea is, we don't have enough food. We need to march soon. Because we're going to run out, and our strength will wane before we break their lines and walls if we wait. And it appears that they are planning to go on the march in 2 days' time.
Wow. Well, shit.
And basically, the captains are offering their insight on the state of their men, and the generals are the ones arguing the ideology, and Prince Padal seems to just be listening and asking questions.
Miro, you wanna
I'm
schmooze?
gonna I got this. Miro's going to point Miro's gonna do one of those like Sabrina the Teenage Witch points where it's like close by. Is going to point at the lead general that's eating all that food and use message to telepathically like get. I want it to kind of be like it's sounding like I'm just an inner thought, like a aha type thing. And be like, you're starving all something like you're starving all of your forces. It's time to, or in order to get their health up, it's time to send people out to search for food.
Give me.
You better hope you roll good on this.
Give me a persuasion check or performance, as you're trying to like make this seem like an internal thought. I like this. This is clever. A 6. Oh, that's investigation. Is that the same?
Oh, good thing. No, go back to the correct one.
Well, is it?
Performance.
Do you have any
No.
bonuses to charisma or performance?
No, I did I roll the right one? It's not popping up on the side.
I see an investigation check. But I'll take the roll if you just tell me what your bonuses are.
To which one?
Performance or persuasion and charisma.
I don't have a bonus to charisma. My performance, I don't have a bonus. Persuasion, I don't have a bonus.
This general is going to kind of like tilt his head.
Being whispered to in the chat.
The general kind of like tilts his head and looks a little confused, and then he starts looking around, and then he like locks eyes with you. I believe message allows him to return a response.
The target hears the message and can reply in a whisper that only you can hear. Yes.
So the prince starts talking in this moment and simply states like, we need more intelligence. We simply don't know the state of their forces and defenses, and whatever the hell is going on with that moon spring and the webs that our scouts tell us about. They don't seem to be sending their forces to us, but we need to know more about them. And right in that moment, the general goes, who the hell are you? In your mind.
Listen, we just battled a group in the town of what was it, Millbrook? In the town of Millbrook. You're being surrounded at some point. If you want your army to stand a chance, you need to send some people out and feed your group.
Yes, we know
they are
that.
not strong.
We have supply lines with neighboring towns and villages providing us food.
But it is not quick enough.
Yes, we know this. We're doing everything we can.
We will help. We will help you. You don't know us, and that's fine. We will help.
Unless
blind faith. Your people need food. Now's not the time to sit around. You just need to trust us that there are a lot of them.
Die.
Unless you are a cleric who can ask a god to provide a miracle of bounty at our feet, we are doing everything we can. We have a logistics network. Telling me my people need food is not helping me.
I understand that, but they are setting up these groups of, what are they, Fairfolk? They're Fairfolk, right?
Yes, Fairfolk, yep.
These group of Fairfolk are setting up basically trap points in these abandoned cities, and they must have food. And trust me, if we can get the numbers, you can get the food. It's a 2-for-1 deal.
Sorry, what are you offering?
I'm offering you insight.
So
I'm offering intelligence.
What I'm understanding, you're telling them about the fair folks setting up different like camps around them, trying to trap them and trap their armies. You're trying to get this information to him, but you're also trying to explain to him that if they can get people out to attack them first, they might be able to raid their camps and take their supplies.
Correct.
Got it. Okay. Just making sure I understood what was being asked.
So basically, Miro tells the captain, at this time, it's you before them. It's got before get got. Just ask your knight that's standing right here. He will tell you we are not lying.
Okay. So I guess what I'm and this general are wondering is like, so he is aware that there are scouts. He is aware that they are set up. He is aware that they need food. And they are, trying to gather food from neighboring, farmlands, basically. These scouting outposts aren't going to have enough food to feed this army.
I understand that. However,
this is me asking you, Dave. Like, what is the value proposition that you are suggesting? Like, what are you all bringing?
The end game is you waterboard the fuckers. Hey, lead us to some food. Boom. You get the food. Like, this is now war. Like, this is war. So basically, I'm telling him use the resources that he has to his advantage by actually doing correct plans rather than living in a scarce food adapt city.
Dave, you were here for 5 minutes and you're telling them how to run their entire land like
I am. That's D&D, baby.
He in your mind is going to say, we don't even speak the language of these creatures. How are we supposed to interrogate them and ask them where their food is?
Because I know someone that does.
Well, we have a prisoner if you are capable of interrogating them.
That'd be me, I guess.
Miro turns to Cleo a little bit like this and goes, your assistance is needed.
I look at Miro and I say, you should talk less. I step forward and I introduce myself and I say,
oh, so this is all happening in Miro's head while the larger discussion is happening. You all are still like waiting to be able to be introduced to the prince.
Oh, okay. So I don't know none of this.
Yeah.
Well, Miro, you gotta give me some.
Miro tells the captain, just get your meeting to end as soon as possible and have your prince and you sit down with us and we'll come up with a plan.
You can hear him scoff in your head in response, but he will interrupt.
Don't scoff at me.
He will interrupt the meeting that they're having. Briefly, he will like address the prince, and so he'll say, "My prince, a specialist that I've sent for, who might be able to extract some information from the prisoner, has just arrived. I'm going to go tend to this and see if I can get us that intelligence." And the prince, of course, yes, please. General Forrester, thank you very much. You're dismissed. And the man you've been talking to in his head, General Forrester, will make a beeline straight for you all and direct you all to leave with him. He'll just head out the main doors and begin walking through the halls. I'm
also feeding this information to them.
Sure. Yeah. Classic. So he'll basically pull you all into a room and be like, who the fuck are you all? And how can you speak to these fair folk?
Well, I'll let her talk. Go ahead.
Well, we are a fun little band of misfits. We're just traveling, working with we're working with said corporation. Don't remember the name.
The Alistair Academy.
McTheal. There we go. And Dr. McTheal. Mm-hmm. And so we have been traveling, trying to find out more information and gather intelligence for the academy. while going through all of this, we've come across quite a few of these fair folk, and I have come to learn that I can speak the same language as them. I cannot tell you why. I don't know why. I just do. And so it comes and it goes as it wants to. I can't guarantee that I will be able to understand everything they say, but if you are in need of someone who can translate for you, I can do it for a cost.
Frank will explain the circumstances that he came upon you all to this general, who will be impressed. And he'll say that particular scouting post has been giving us a lot of trouble. Thank you for freeing Millbrace. We'll certainly send a squad to go secure it. This is... Yeah, go ahead.
Mirago, do you want to see a trick? And starts to like form fire in his hand a little
Go,
bit. Like...
stop it.
Was your friend injured in his head during your travels, or was he always like this?
He has been like this as long as I've known him. Cleo here known him a bit longer, so she'd be the expert.
It's been worse at points, honestly. But yeah, this is pretty par for the course.
Miro's dancing, like doing small little steps with his staff in his hand.
Oh boy. Okay. Very well. Come with me. We'll see what information we can get out of a fair folk.
Well, like I said, I do not mind translating for you for a cost.
A cost.
Well, yes, this is a valuable talent. You have them sitting there needing to gather information from them, and I'm the only person that's able to do that for you currently, so that seems like a fairly valuable task.
And what is it that you want, Tabaxi? Money? Some milk?
Yeah, a lot of it.
Hmm.
Gold, lots of it.
Well, as you can imagine, wars are expensive, and our spending is quite limited. What is your price?
May I suggest, Cleo, that instead of specifically giving us the money, they put the money into their troops and their militia out there, who, if you put them into any kind of real battle, will be slaughtered twice over, at least.
We gotta protect the people.
But I want things.
Okay, how about this?
What weapons do you have that you could offer me, or enchanted items that you could offer me as payment? This is a very valuable ability that I have.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm gonna push you. I'm gonna push it.
Yeah,
Cleo,
sure.
I believe you are a good person. Perhaps just this once. Don't think
I could do that too. We could do both. Both things can be true. Apollo's not gonna kill the entire group, you know? Like, what do you do that?
I have a tool here that is like, here, let me roll some treasure for you, and literally all it's generating is just gold.
That's a sign.
Okay, but I want to give you stuff. They don't have a lot of gold is their problem.
Right. Which is why I've suggested other things.
You know, I do like that. I do like that idea.
Like enchanted
I think
items
each of us
or
get
like
an item.
Weapons.
I think each of us get something. Tell them that.
I'm
Leah.
the one doing the translating.
And
you
I'm
know?
the one that set it up. And Mascara's the one with the guns.
Right, but
I
Maz
personally
has...
don't want any part of this right now.
Right.
Sure, do you mind if I go sit down at the table and have some of that delicious looking food?
You are welcome here, but you are not. We are not extending our hospitality to you quite yet. If you can prove yourself useful, we'll discuss lodgings and food. There is food being sold at the market if you would like to go engage in some commerce. Okay.
Masquerade, do you want to go to the market with me?
You're leaving me?
You'll be fine.
Not particularly. I prefer to make sure Cleo doesn't make an ass of herself.
Hey, make sure I don't die. How about that? What if it's a trap? What if this the fair folk attacks me? Like, what, you know?
Yes, Cleo, but if you die, you will come back. So now you see the logic I have.
Cats do have 9 lives.
Sorry, I out of character. I could not. I was sitting here like, do I say something? Going, yes, I do.
We have enchanted armor, weapons, a number of rings with some interesting benefits. There is one of healing that we could offer, as well as no, not that. I don't think he would. Well, he could offer a very nasty blade, but I don't think you'd be interested in that.
What?
Yeah, we have
something. You know the difference.
Depending on the usefulness of the information you're able to provide, I think we have a number of rings we might be able to part with. I would be happy to give you a choice if he reiterates, the information proves to be useful.
Okay. So what kind of role do you want from me before we start this interrogation?
Well, he
Persuasion?
only to make this deal with him.
Oh no, I mean for when I thought we were agreeing to. I agree to the deal to take a ring of my choice after doing this, and we'll start the interrogation. So.
Well, let's get to that.
Oh God.
We'll get to that because okay. We'll get to that. So you agree to the deal. He asks Frank to take you to the dungeons, and he asks Frank to take a couple soldiers with you. You head down into the dungeons, and in what appears to be a cell designed for, like in a jail, how they have like general holding just like for the night, where they'll just put like, a dozen people, not prison, but a jail. Yeah, it's a cell that size, and there is an extremely large humanoid man-looking creature that appears to be like a man, about 8.5, 9 feet tall, just stocky and made of muscle. He is wearing nothing but a kilt and some
Fresh me, Daddy.
shoes. He has a bald head, and his entire body appears to be made of a bright red copper or some sort of metal.
Okay. Work. Okay. What do I want to call him? Fire Daddy.
He is sitting on a stone bench, and he has his hands kind of like crossed, just kind of clasping each of his hands in his lap, and he just is kind of like sitting there in a very neutral position with his eyes closed. But he does seem to kind of perk up a little bit as he hears you all arrive and begin speaking.
Okay. I'm a little rusty at this. This is not something that I'm super familiar with. I say to Frank as we walk up, and I said, but I'll try my best.
How do you plan on interrogating that thing?
Well, Frank, is there any specific information you would like to be learning from this? I don't know what it is that you're needing from him to know where to go with my questioning.
Well,
I could shoot him until he offers to tell all the information he has.
certainly that is the approach I would take. The information we need, as you overheard, we need to know if they have food, like where they're getting their food, and if there's any that's accessible.
Okay.
Weak points of RNL. Their weapons that they might use to thwart an army.
Okay.
What's going on with the Moonspring and the web that we have sent familiars to see above it? As a reminder, you all know what's going on with that. I am happy to remind you what you know about that. But they don't know.
Can I get a refresher?
Yes. So the Moonspring
for the stoners in the room.
Yeah. Sure. Happy to help. So on our battle map here, I'm bringing up our map of RNL again. You all saw like a ton of defenses, a number of like very strange looking creatures on the walls. I can go over those again, but I don't think there was very many details that would be helpful here. But there are a number of these spiders they looked kind of silver and blue, and they were making like a blue colored web over the Moonspring here. And what you and Dr. McNeil kind of pieced together was that it's basically a sort of like dream catcher for souls, and it is either catching souls or repelling them. And that is likely what has caused the second breath, because the souls are meant to go into the Moonspring and gather before returning to the new moon when it is overhead once a month. So these spiders are making a sort of soul catcher.
Fun. Okay.
But they don't know that.
Right.
Yeah.
Is there a reason we wouldn't just share that information with them? Honestly, you know what? As a scammer, I'm going to pretend I didn't know this, and I'll relay it to them after I have this conversation with this creature, so that they think that I did more than I did. So,
Clever. Clever.
Work smarter, not harder.
Agreed.
Hero does tell Cleo right quick, let us know if they are not willing to cooperate.
Yeah, we got this. I'll let you know for sure. I'm not getting up close and personal with this thing. He's huge as fuck, but I will at least try to step a little closer to the cage and make eye contact with him and say hello.
Okay.
Or at least attempt to, because this is not my first language, and I wouldn't really know how to go about starting a conversation like this. It's something that I feel like I've only really been able to accomplish once I've heard someone else kind of speaking it to me, and it like activated like a sleeper agent in my brain.
I see. Hang on. I'm going to refresh my page. Can you see this token I just put on the map? Yeah, there it is. I can see it now. Can you see this token of this big red dude? Orange dude?
No.
No.
I see the party.
Can you reload your roll 20?
Okay.
Do you, Dave, Anna, do you see this?
No, I'm reloading.
It's a token that says
Oh my god.
Briorn. Yeah, this is the guy. He's
Total
not
daddy.
he doesn't have like the armor or weapon or like the pauldron, but he is wearing like a kilt.
It looks like Thing.
The Thing, yeah, except he's not made of rock. He's made of what looks like a reflective shiny metal.
Yeah, he's hard as fuck.
Frank
Yes.
said it's like brass or something like that.
Or copper, yeah. Okay,
and
cool.
and now that you can see him, the question of like, how are you going to interrogate that kind of is an important question. Yeah.
I think I come as a very charismatic swindler of a person. I've been able to convince people to buy the dumbest of things from me on the street to make a quick buck to survive. And I think I will try to use my natural wit and charm in introducing myself to this creature as if he is not massively scary, and walking up to him and trying to lower his defenses with my warmth.
Okay. Do you want to do this like in character?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
Should I roll?
No.
Oh, I'll do the. Okay.
No. I'll let you know when you need to roll, but it sounds like you're gonna just start trying to speak in primordial. Was it primordial? Was that the language we decided? Yes. Okay. You just start talking, and it to everyone in the room except Briorn here sounds very strange. But you start speaking. What do you say?
Well, hello, good sir. Lovely to meet you. My name is Cleo. What do they call you?
He's sitting there in the posture I described, and his eyes immediately open, hearing you speak in his native tongue. And he looks right at you, and he tilts his head a little. Cleo, I am Briorn, and he like leans forward, putting one of his arms on his knee, the hand like palm down on his other leg. He looks kind of entertained.
Briorn. And what region are you from, Briorn? Where is your family from?
It has been a long time since a mainlander has asked one of my kind where we are from. Curious. We are from a hidden isle.
Interesting.
You would not have heard of it.
Interesting. Briorn, how did you come to find yourself within this cell?
It's so evident you wouldn't have heard of it.
What was that? Oh.
Mass?
Oh.
I was just being a smartass. Sorry.
Oh. I didn't hear you, so I wanted to make space for you to respond if you had something to say. So how did you come to be in this cell, Briorn?
Your friends captured me after a great and glorious battle.
I can assure you, just because we stand side by side does not make us friends. I am here of my own accord on an assignment, and I just wanted to... I'm the only person here that can talk to you, and I just wanted to understand more what it is that you're here for, what they've done to you, and see if we can help each other.
Well, at first, after they captured me, they tried to use me for sport. making me fight with my bare hands against their knights. It did not go well for them. So
Naturally.
they've left me here.
How many of them did you kill before they gave up?
I do not count.
I bet it was numerous. So
Frank, to you, Maz and Miro, is like, this doesn't look like an interrogation. It looks like they're having fun. Is that?
Yeah, I was gonna say they're flirting.
I'm trying to lower his defenses so that he's not like super like
Trying to lower
guarded with me.
I think he is, or I think Cleo is trying to.
I'm trying to make him feel comfortable with me.
Bad cop kind of thing.
Right. Very much that.
Oh.
Lower his defenses so that when I start asking him questions that really matter, he feels like he can trust me with this information because we've established a rapport.
It's like
Does that
good
make
guard,
sense?
Yeah.
bad guard.
Yeah.
Right.
When I mention that, I will actually get one of my pistols out, start making sure it's actually sighted correctly, tinkered with it, or just to, have it.
Are you trying to
I feel like
intimidate
there
him?
needs to be a persuasion check.
I turn to
No,
Maz.
hang on. Maz, are you trying to intimidate him?
Yeah, no. I was just getting it out to it's a prop at this point.
Okay, gotcha.
I turn towards Miro and Maz, and I use my mind meld that I'm able to do with them, and I'm going to mentally tell them both to please keep their weapons down and allow for me to just speak with him freely so that he doesn't feel threatened. I can tell that they're just like haphazardly just being like functioning normally as they would, but I don't want to startle him. So
Sure.
I'm trying to warn them of that. I'm going to look back at Briorn, who I've been just like quietly buttering up a little bit, trying to get his defenses down, and start asking. So I'm going to ask you, Briorn, to be upfront with me, because this people ringing my buzzer for no reason.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna ask you to be frank with me here. These people, they do not know the extent of what is happening with the Fae folk, but I've seen with my own eyes some of the things that are occurring, and I don't care to be in the middle of what's going on between the two sides. But what I do care about is that there are a lot of people out there that are starving. And I know that there is food and lots of reserves within your camp. And I'm not trying to have you turn on your people, but you can understand and empathize with wanting to make sure people don't starve and die. Can't you?
Can. My people have starved for a long time, wishing to be made whole, craving, thirsting for spiritual sustenance, us beings who were made without souls. I understand that as I rot in this cell, starving, so too do they. I will not help you feed my enemy.
I hope you understand the extent of what their armies are preparing for. All of your people will die.
maybe.
It is not a maybe, it is an assurance. They are preparing. You are not ready. Help us a little bit, and I will make sure they do not harm your people. I'm straight up lying here, but also, like, I'm trying to get paid, so I'm trying to get the information.
Sorry, what was that last line you used? Or what was the argument about your people won't be harmed? What were you saying?
I said, help us have access to, like, the sustenance, and I will do what I can to assure that your people won't be harmed.
Give me a persuasion check. Oh wait, no, you're lying. Give me a manipulation check.
A manipulation check.
Right, is manipulate? I keep
I don't
getting
have that as.
I keep getting my systems mixed up.
I have persuasion is fine. Stealth.
Yeah, give me persuasion. Or yeah, persuasion's fine. Deception, I guess, would work too, but this is fine. A 17. That's pretty good. You said your name is Cleo?
Yes.
Cleo, you have shown me respect. Have asked about my people and me and shown me that you truly do not want to see harm come to others. I believe this about you. But it is not up to me, especially being here. I am in no position to convince my people to do what you ask, even if I wished to help you, which I do not.
Wow. And here I thought we were friends.
Wow.
No. I telepathically speak to Maz and Miro and I say, well, we're fucked. He didn't tell me anything. What now?
You know what? Miro walks up near where Cleo's at and looks, even though he ain't gonna be able to understand me, and Miro goes, want to see a little trick? And then forms a fireball in his hand. And it just holds.
I'm gonna smack you, Cleo says to Miro mentally, and then steps in front of him.
Metal. He's wearing metal.
He is metal, Miro.
Metal.
Yeah.
Remember,
metal.
The fair folk are made of strange materials.
And Miro knows that he's made of metal, so Miro's holding fire in his hand.
I look at Briorn and I say, pay no attention to the crazy one next to me. He means no actual harm. He's just a little chaotic.
He looks as though he means harm, and it is amusing. I doubt the three of you together could do me much harm. If only I could die a glorious death in battle.
Is that a challenge?
No.
And he kind of relaxes back against the wall. And his thoughts seem to be turning towards ideas of battle.
Well, I will leave it at that, Briorn. While I hope that day of battle comes for you, I hope it is not today, and I hope you remember me with kindness when that day does come.
if the day should come, I will carry my respect for you with me. But your attempts to manufacture a kindness between us is misplaced.
Understood. And I give him a gracious bow that he didn't just attempt to kill me for being a cocky little shit and clocking my bullshit from a mile away.
He'll give you a nod back.
I will turn back to Frank and I say, let's step out of here and I will fill you in.
Okay, so you've done the good guard thing, the good cop thing. What tools, what kind of implements do you need to work on this guy? How are you gonna apply leverage, so to speak?
And here's where I take my previous knowledge of what's going on with the fair folk and I feed this information to Frank as if it is completely new information that I just learned from Bjorn so that they think that they've gotten something out of this guy. I explain to them about what the monsters in Aranel look like and this web that we have witnessed. I won't say we witnessed it, but I'll say it was described to me like that, and explain all of this to Frank.
Yeah,
and then
we can like have a flash cut forward to you like debriefing the general, and him just
with
like
all of that information,
taking this in.
I guess the end of it all is he didn't want to give up any information on the food, though. He told us about the monsters and stuff, but nothing about the food. So I've done all I can. I tried to be charismatic to him, and it only got me but so far. But I do feel like this information is valuable to your prince.
Indeed, this is quite a bit more information than we'd gathered. Most of our familiars and scrying was dispelled or killed before we could gather much intelligence. And the insight on the web is quite interesting. Seems to be the cause of the entire second breath. Somehow?
Yes, it is either... It was hard for me to, because it's not a language I speak frequently, it was hard for me to understand if he was saying it was like retrieving souls and holding them, or if it was bouncing them away. Something was lost in translation there, but I did the best I could, and I hope at least that's something to start with.
Interesting. Well, this has been quite helpful. And as promised, and he nods at a guard who steps out and then comes back in with like a box, with the plush felt or whatever, like a ring box. And he opens it, and inside are 3 rings that you may choose from. One of them, he explains, is a ring that will actively heal you on an ongoing basis, particularly useful for stitching wounds during combat. Another is, this one appears to be like a really dark metal, and it appears to have kind of like a sparkling effect to it, like stars in the sky. He says that this one will allow you to create a magical wall once a day, to like block your enemies, or obscure an area. You're reminded of the kind of like walls of force that Griswold could make when you first battled him at his family's tomb. And then I need a 3rd ring. I haven't actually generated a 3rd ring yet. Let me Let me keep going.
Don't worry about generating a third one. I think I'm gonna end up taking the healing ring.
Okay. I will give you the info on that ring here shortly. That is a Band of Eternal Renewal. It requires attunement. Can you see these messages in the Roll20 chat?
Yes.
Basically, every turn, at the start of your turn, you will heal 1d6 as long as you have a hit point.
Incredible.
And if you lose a body part, Miro, looking at you, if you're wearing this ring, you can regrow them.
So that's me?
Oh my god. No, this is mine.
Yeah.
I can't remember how to add this, but I'll keep looking.
I can help you with it later.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yay.
1d6 healing every turn. Incredible.
Look at what you gain when you lie to people. This is so great. Cleo's such a bullshitter and it's lovely. Listen, you do what you got to do to get by and you use the information. Information's power.
Hero turns to Mascara and goes, well, fuck us, right?
Well,
I can use it to help you.
You all, I am happy to extend our hospitality. I will have Frank let the kitchen know that you are to be fed and housed here in the keep.
Thank you, Frank. We appreciate it. In the meantime, we're gonna get together and have ourselves a nice meal and have a little bit of conversation about the goings of the day.
Excellent.
I'll explain to Miro and Maz the conversation that was had with Briorn and how it definitely looked like I was flirting, but I wasn't flirting. I know he's hot and like 8 feet tall, but I wasn't flirting. But I learned not much at all from him, and I just used the information we already knew, which we were going to end up having to tell them anyway in order to figure out what's going on. It's much better to have an entire army of people trying to figure out what's going on than just the 3 of us. And hopefully it leads to them finding some food for the rest of these people, because I know it's tearing y'all up that they are not eating fully. And we can, this is what we can do.
I'm donating my plate.
The donating your plate. Oh my God. Eat your food, Miro.
No, didn't you see the little kids out there? They're starving. I'm donating my plate.
Well, I'm hungry.
If you all shall excuse me for the night, I'm gonna go take this to some starving little kids, and then I'm going
Rest
to
and maybe try to learn your book before bed.
Sure, we'll call it that.
What level are you all?
8.
Yes.
8. What's the highest spell level you can cast? 4. I was looking up what spells can like feed people. There's Goodberry at level 1, which is not much. Create Food and Water, which is a 3rd level spell that can sustain 15 people. And then there's Hero's Feast at level 6, which can feed 12 people. That's even less. Wow. Yeah, there's not a lot of like mass feeding spells. Yeah. Interesting.
It's probably not a mechanic that is looked for a party usually.
Yeah,
Correct.
or interacted with often. Yeah.
Yeah. It's It's very interesting that like to think about how like in Dungeons and Dragons magic is sort of like it's used and developed by, you know, wizards and sorcerers and stuff as like a stand-in for a lot of like, you know, solutions to modern day problems, and yet feeding the masses is not a spell anyone has really looked into and developed. I guess you could just use like the wish spell once you got that high up, but yeah, interesting. Okay, yeah, you all kind of get you have some guards that will keep an eye on you, but they otherwise are trusting you all at this point and aren't wary of you, and you kind of get free reign around the keep and city, and can come and go through the gate out to the camps if you want. You know that this army seems to plan to go on the march in a few days' time. To go attack Aranel. What are you thinking is like your plan, or like what are your goals right now, if any?
Honestly, my goal at this point is to just see through our contract with the academy and finding out more about what's going on with the second breath, which basically just means following this big army and seeing what the hell that brings us to.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to feel about any of this or which side is the correct side and all. I mean,
Correct.
we know one is seemingly from the outside looking in really bad, but also when you hear it from the other side, hearing like Briorn's thoughts on his people feeling like they've been starved out and things. It's so interesting to see the other perspective.
Yeah. What do you think he meant by the fact that they're starving?
They want souls. I know that that's not a good thing. You know what I mean? Like there's still dark creatures that are trying to feast on people's souls. But like hearing it from their perspective, they're just hungry, man. Like, you know, like
yeah.
I can't say I think they're correct, but also like it's interesting to hear it from his perspective.
He said that they have a spiritual hunger.
Right.
Yeah.
Miro is just trying to stick to his quest of making sure his people is free and in no harm, and revenge still, and trying to figure out the side quest is trying to figure out this damn book.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Is there any other useful tactical information you think you could offer?
Oh, the coffin, or
the ossuary of sundered souls.
Yes.
Oh,
that it can be used to create an undead army.
I think Miro's holding on, like is not willing to share that with like any.
Low key, we kind of have to though, because like if we just walk in there and they don't know that's happening, like go into like an army of like all we think we wipe out their people, and then they're like psych round 2 fight, like we, you know. They need to be prepared.
But then I'd have to talk to an. So here's the thing: we found that out. Miro found that out because of one prince, and who's so like in Miro's head. Miro's like,
you're the prince whisperer, man.
I know, but does Miro really trust killing another prince? Like, how do I know that they're not in cahoots?
It's
okay.
What are our other options?
As a reminder, the Principality of Lutz has had an aggressive expansionist policy for centuries. and no
Colonizers.
other, yeah, they're colonizers. No other principality really likes the Lutz principality.
Right.
Okay.
And they're like literally the people that are hurting are they not the people that are hurting your people and pushing them out of their lands and stuff? So why are you trying to help them by hiding their info?
Okay.
So
Snitch on these hoes.
What is the guard's name? Kevin?
Frank.
Frank?
I thought Kevin was, wait, who was your lover back in the
Kevin's your lover.
Millendale?
No, that's Jeremiah.
Oh, that is Jeremiah.
Jeremiah.
You're right.
Excuse me.
Okay, so Miro calls Frank over.
Hey, what's up?
That's how the knight just walks up. Hey, what's up?
We're just buddies now.
Miro's
What's poppin', G?
Wait, hold on. Miro is sitting down on a bench, and Frank's standing up, and Miro like turns.
Where is this in Fordwick? Where is
We've
this?
We've stepped out of the jail cell area, right? We're in just like a common area currently, aren't we?
Yeah. He's basically just been assigned, he and like another guard on rotation, or just like keeping an eye on you guys, but also like there to help you with anything that you might need if you need anything. So
like Miro calls him over, turns back around, like turns in a seat to take a drink, and then turns back around, and like Frank's butt's right there.
Yeah, he's just like standing there with like skewers of like he's like had like meat and vegetables on a skewer, and he's just like munching on it. He's like, "Hey, what's up? What do you need, Miro?"
Miro sees his butt.
Oh, sorry.
Oh
sorry, I didn't mean to.
Miro was not offended.
Anyways, I need to speak with your prince. This is.
Can you pitch me what it's about?
This is knowledge of something that is heavily going to benefit, and I can guarantee he won't be let down, and if you help me out, you sure won't either.
Well, I need to be able to sell this to his aide, that it's, worth his time and attention. Can you give me a quick, give me the magic elevator pitch.
Enemy has magical device.
Oh. And you didn't bring this up earlier?
I was busy. People watching.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. I'll go let his aides know.
As Frank like turns, Miro does this like pinch.
What? Hey.
Listen. He said if Cleo gets to flirt, then Miro gets to flirt. Do you see this?
Thanks. Okay, I'll be back. He awkwardly walks away. He like backs out of the room facing you. He does not turn around again.
He was salting this night. Oh my goodness.
Miro looks at Cleo and is like, he put it right in my face.
He could have you murdered.
Or other?
Murder.
Sure, we'll call it that.
You are brought to the prince, who is in like a bit of a study at this point. He appears to be like reading over some letters that they've received, and he's like writing responses. He says, "Hello, I understand your name is Miro.
Yes,
I believe we haven't met yet, but I saw you earlier today entering the hall. You are one of the general... I've already forgot his name. General...
Frank?
Nope.
Oh.
The...
It's like
Oh my God.
Johnson or something fucking general.
There it is. General Forrester's
Forrester. It was a car. Yeah.
one of his agents, spies, something. You have some information for me?
Sure. I will give you this information, which I know is valuable. But I want to promise that after I give you this information, um, you could help me out. Not in that way.
Uh, nobody was thinking that. What? What are you wanting assistance with?
My people are in trouble, and they need all the help that they can get.
And who are your people?
The people of the Free State.
My understanding is that they have been attacked by the fair folk similarly, and it is not going well for them. Those are the
Correct.
only reports I've received from the Free State. This is what you speak of?
Correct.
You need military aid sent to their way? Is this what you're asking?
Absolutely. And I'm not asking for a lot, just a few good dozen men.
And are you asking me to send them immediately or upon the end of the siege of Aranel?
Unfortunately, I'm asking for immediate service.
It would take several weeks for a few dozen men to reach there.
Unfortunately, it's the try and the will, not the time.
I will consider it, depending on how valuable the information you have is. Is this something that could help me win the war, turn the tide?
We'll let you be the judge of that, may I? And I point to a seat.
Sure. What do you share with him?
So as I've come to learn, you guys are not very big fans of Lutz and their principality, as I am not either. We've done some undercover recon at some point, and it has come to me at that time. I saw a box that appeared in front of the Prince of Lutz. This box was known as the ossuary of whatever.
Of Sundered Souls.
Yeah, of Sundered Souls.
And
Now, as I don't know too much about this, I do know from the way that they were talking, the Prince Lutz and his closest guards.
They're creating an undead army.
They're basically creating an undead army.
Yeah.
oh boy, that would make sense, as the prince has made himself somewhat of a lich. Although I wasn't expecting him to amass an army with this power for quite a while.
So I am telling you this because it seems like the mass power for this undead army is with this estuary. Obtain the estuary, destroy the estuary. You gain power.
You are suggesting I march into Lutz and seize this magical artifact for myself?
Well, not for yourself, but if someone does not stop this, who's to say that Aranel might not be taken over at some point?
Ah, the Prince of Lutz plans to march on Aranel with this undead army. That would make sense.
Never say never. I mean, considering the fact that he pulled other prince and princess, however, in for a blood signing contract. Said blood signing contract was to vow allegiance to him.
His lords and ladies, I see.
Yeah, those people.
Well, if he plans to march on Aranel and take the city, and he's like thinking through this, it would be quite advantageous if the army was destroyed or taken from him at the right moment.
So, how do you suppose we get or destroy this box?
That, it would seem, is something that you and your friends are quite well informed and equipped to take a mission upon.
Well, unfortunately for you, said mission costs a lot extra.
If it will save my army from having to fight to capture Aranel ourselves and face the Fae directly, the Fair Folk, and instead let this undead army take the city for us before it miraculously disappears, that is something I would be willing to pay quite handsomely for.
Oh, let's say... I'll tell you what. Let me talk it over with my comrades. What we might request as payment. And a deal will be yours.
Very well. I look forward to hearing what your companions have to say on the matter. Frank, he'll like speak past you to Frank, who's just waiting by the door, and he says, find a dozen knights and 24 militia who we can prepare to send to the Free States in the morning.
But don't send Frank. I look at the prince and say, but don't send Frank. Frank stays here.
Of course. And Frank, says, "At once, my prince," and he heads out.
Oh, Frank, can you go gather my my comrades, please?
Yes, of course. I believe they're just in your quarters. I can escort you there.
No, can you have them come here? Can you have them come here? I don't feel like walking unless you're going to carry me, Frank.
What the fuck? Okay. He'll go call upon. So I don't know what you all are doing in the evening, Maz and Cleo, but Frank will hurriedly arrive, knock on your door, and say, "Hey, you're needed in the study with Miro and maybe the prince."
God damn it!
Yeah. No.
Any particular reason?
It sounds like Nero was bartering to offer some information. about another army, I guess, the Let's army, and then it sounds like you guys might have your next adventure lined up. I'm not exactly sure. I also have to go round up about 36 soldiers, so that's what I'm going to be doing with the rest of my night. I was hoping to get some sleep. I'll talk to you all later. Bye.
Leo's eyes go wide, and she looks at Maz and says, I'm gonna fucking kill him.
It might be best.
Okay. You all get together. Miro catches you all up on the potential deal to go seize and or destroy the ossuary of Sundered Souls.
Can you have the prince ask them what they would want as a reward?
I mean, he's just gonna listen to you all talk about it. Or I think actually he's gonna excuse himself to go do some other work, and he's like, you tell me when you're ready to tell me what you want. And he'll go.
So basically,
he'll
guys,
leave you in the
study.
study.
In a nutshell, I figured it would be best for them to know about the actuary that I saw, because we have no choice but to align ourselves with them at this moment in time.
Right, but you volunteered us to personally take that shit on.
Listen, but what I was told, because I told the prince that we would have to be handsomely rewarded, no pun intended. And I mean, it would have to be a massive reward, because this is a big job. I didn't say quote unquote yes or no just yet. I said, let me talk to my comrades and we'll come up together with a big, what we would want, something huge.
Do we need to decide right now, or can we do the actual battle-y stuff and then decide the compensation after?
He did not specify. But he also doesn't seem like a man that has time on his hands. So do we take the risk of saying we'll come back later after it's done and he might be annoyed? Or do we tell him what we want?
Annoyed we saved his entire people from an undead army? Yeah, sorry to inconvenience you that we saved y'all.
All I know is we have to destroy the actuary, not bring it to him, because we don't need another tyrant.
Oh yeah, without question, we would have to destroy it.
I mean, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it.
We're gonna do it.
Cleo, you said you wanted a battle.
I want the money too.
If that's
we'll
what
figure it out afterwards, though. We'll figure it out. But let's go actually destroy an actuary.
I look at a guard standing right there. I'm like, can you let the prince know we have made our decision?
We'll cut ahead to you chatting with the prince of Pedal.
Okay, we will go on this mission. We will destroy the actuary. When we come back, we'll
settle
you know.
payment. Yeah.
We will settle payment. We will let you know what we want. However, I am requesting that we seal in blood, me and you.
Oh my God, hello.
An arcane pact. Very well. I will have my my wizard aide draw up the contract. My terms will be that if it is within my power and is something that I can offer that will not harm my people, I will give it to you.
And we promise whatever we ask for will not harm your people.
Very well. You all are presented a magically made contract. You've seen these before a number of times, and you are asked to sign and seal it in blood. And with
All three of us?
Yeah, if all three of you are asking for payment,
Fuck it, we ball.
or if the payment will be just to you, Miro, he only asks you.
No, I want payment.
I mean,
Nope.
Miro can ask for a payment that then gets distributed, that he would distribute to you. But like, if you each are going to ask for a different thing, then
Wait, does Masquerade have blood?
Yes.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
What an absurd question.
Tieflings still bleed.
oh yeah,
Okay, so Miro walks up.
Because one of my parents was a demon.
yeah.
Jesus Christ,
The
Miro.
blood might be boiling, but it is still blood.
Miro walks up, pokes,
Hmm,
presses his finger down on the paper.
great. Magical contract to
Blood.
give what they ask as long as it does not hurt the pedal people. Okay, got it. So just to recap and make sure that we're all on the same page, what he wants you to do, given the new knowledge that the Lutz army is planning on marching on Aranel, and the Lutz prince wants to take Aranel for himself. That is what you have told this prince. I think this makes sense because and he will like have intelligence that verifies this, because he has probably received intel on the movement of the Lutz army, not the undead army, but of like soldiers amassing on their southern border near Aranel. But what he is asking is that you all take and or destroy the ossuary once their undead army has taken Aranel back from the fair folk, and not before, because he does not want to sacrifice his people if an undead army can just do the job for him. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So the agreement is to do this job with the correct timing.
Wait, so what? So he wants to keep the undead army alive and let it kill a bunch of his people?
No, his new plan is to not march his army on Aranel, but to let the undead army attack Aranel and the fair folk instead, and then take the city once the undead army kills the fair folk, and then you all kill the undead army by destroying the artifact.
Okay. Got it. Okay.
Does that make sense?
So weaken their army by letting them attack the fair folk first.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that sucks. Okay, cool. Interesting. Got it.
Yep, it very much sucks for the fair folk.
Right. But also...
Miro looks at the prince one last time and goes, well, if that's your plan, then I have an idea. You're a prisoner down there who refused to tell us how to obtain food for your people.
Mm-hmm.
Cleo has already made it clear to him that their people will die. And I don't believe that they would want to die from the undead rather than die from humanoid. So why don't we just tell that prisoner that the plan is we're just going to let his people die from the undead?
What would telling him this accomplish?
I mean, we're still going to let it
Right.
happen, but we can tell him that we could stop that. But it still doesn't happen.
I look at Meryl and I say, I'm not going to torture that man any further. He's big as fuck in a little ass cage and he can't do anything. He can't fight the way he wants to. He's just stuck there. He doesn't need to also know that all of his people are about to be slaughtered. He knows well enough. We can leave him well enough alone. He's a monster, but like
Well,
we
unfortunately,
don't need to
though,
torture him.
this is a war. Am I right, Prince?
War is hell. Oh, sorry, Mazkara. No offense. Excellent. Okay. It is nighttime, like night, early evening. The sun has gone down. Probably 9 or 10 p.m. here. There is. It's pretty quiet outside of the city walls. There is not much in the way of beer or ale to keep the army and their families preoccupied. They're also pretty hungry, so they're pretty sedentary. And it's much the same in the halls. They are there is a little bit of wine, but it's not like anybody's going crazy with it. So people seem to be winding down here. One of the other guards, not Frank, who is now preoccupied, reaches out to you, Cleo, and says, Cleo, we think the prisoner wants to speak with you again. He it sounded like he was saying your name, and he was doing this, and they make like finger ears. We
Theo,
assume.
he's horny.
Oh. It seems like he was asking for you. I'm happy to gather some guards and escort you down there if you like.
I nod gently and say, "Take me to him."
Okay, you head down. Briorn is standing in the middle of the cell. The last time you were down here, there were like 4 guards standing post here, all with like crossbows with like titanium tipped arrows. And they like, while he was sitting there, they weren't really up in arms or anything while you were interrogating him the last time. With him standing there, they all have their crossbows drawn and knocked back. And they're all looking very wary. And as you enter, he kind of like smiles and gives you a nod. Yeah.
I chuckle as I take in the scene around me and I say, "Briorn, you wild man, what is going on?"
He says that he has an offer for you. He says, I've been thinking about what you are asking of me and what it seems you are interested in. Food and safety for these people. I can speak with my God and ask him to provide sustenance for them. But in exchange, I want something from you.
And what is that, Briorn?
Glorious combat.
I smirk as I nod my head and I say, "I will speak with them about allowing you free. There is a great battle coming for your people, and they will need you if they have any chance of defeating what is coming."
They have a arena here where they once let knights fight upon beasts. It is a sporting area. It is where their knights would fight me. in the early days of my capture. I wish to fight you and your companions to the death. Give this last battle to me, and I will ask my God for what you ask. Food.
Cleo's smile drops as she realizes what Bjorn is asking for. Not at all what she was anticipating. She was already in her mind with visualizing Bjorn in battle against the undead amongst the other fair folk, giving them what for. But this is definitely not what was anticipated. Ooh, I'm a little stunned. All right, you know what? Cleo slowly takes in what Bjorn is telling her and then nods and says, "Let's do battle."
Hey, where are we for this decision?
Do you want to feed all of these people, or do we not want to feed all of these people?
Sure, fine.
Maz?
Oh, I'll wait until you come back in character. It's fine.
Yeah, yeah, you're making the decision for all three of us.
I'm gonna turn to Miro and Maz and
Oh, we're not
explain
there
to...
yet. You gotta come back.
Yeah, you're the only one who went down there. You're by yourself.
We can cut ahead to you meeting up with them to discuss the author
Yeah.
you've agreed
Let's do
to.
that. I'll tell them I need to talk to them first, and because it is to the death. I explained to them the terms of what we have to deal with. We risk our lives, and in doing so, we can save an entire people from hunger.
Are you fucking high? I'm not fighting that thing.
I think we can take them.
Again, I ask, are you fucking high?
I know exactly where this
Maybe.
conversation is happening. You all are on the... I think this just moved you all. Can you all see this new map? No, you can't.
I see a large black void.
Yeah,
No, it's
hang
a
on.
void.
Let me turn off this. Let me turn on daylight mode. Is this still not loaded? Can you see it now?
I'll reload.
No, just another black void, sir.
Okay, let's turn that off. Okay,
Oh,
there we go.
I reloaded
There
and
we
I
go.
can see it now.
Okay, sorry, I just needed to change it.
Hallway.
This is where they were fighting Bjorn.
It looks like a jousting arena.
It is a
Yeah.
jousting arena.
Oh my
It's a
god,
small
he's so
one.
big.
Yeah, you can see in the dirt dried spots where blood has soaked into the ground. Yeah.
I turn to Miro and Maz and I say, he's big as hell. I truly don't know if we can beat him. I don't even know if I want to fight him. But there is a part of me.
Here. I think you're an awesome cat person, Cleo, but go and fuck yourself. No. No.
He wants to die with dignity. And he wants to help our people.
Fighting us will not get him that dignified death. Us.
Well, fuck me for trying to help, I guess.
I say we go for it.
say you're both fucking high.
2 against 1, 2 against 1.
No. If you don't want to do it, we won't do it, Maz. It's your life on the line.
Yeah, exactly.
I thought you said there was a second
Maz, would you do it for a
plan.
Scooby snack?
I don't even know what the hell that is.
I then go back to Briorin and explain to him that well, I was willing to give him what he's asked for, that my comrades have not, and that I cannot make a decision for all of us.
Then you and I will fight?
We both know that's not a fair fight.
I have not been fed in days. My strength is waning, but I understand that may not offer you much assurance. I am much larger than you.
Don't I know it?
You look like you're mostly fur anyway. And he chuckles.
And you're just a large, overgrown penny.
Well, then your people and I will both continue to starve.
Your people will die, Brion. I understand you want what you want, but by digging your heels in and refusing to speak to your god without us fighting to the death, it is going to lead to both of our people having zero chance of survival.
Then it will be so. Hang on, let me see if there's
So it shall.
Hang on, let me see if he's got anything else here. I'm trying to like.
Oh,
I have a Can I roll persuasion?
No.
No.
This guy is
I'm
convicted.
trying.
This guy's got his convictions.
That's fine. Yeah, hard-headed
hang on.
ass.
Well,
Big head ass.
hang on.
We could have killed him. We could have killed him. It's fine. We probably couldn't have killed him. Nick would not have.
I would have not put you in a fight.
I would have been.
I would have not put you in a fight I didn't think you could win. I mean, it would have been risky probably, but I'm not gonna like put you in a circumstance that's gonna like just kill your character without any.
Well, I mean, once again, let's be honest. It would have only been risky for me. The other two.
I don't know, Cleo. Give you that ring. Maybe you make it through. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I'm looking at the character sheet I made. He's actually not much. Like, he's certainly one of the stronger fair folk I designed, but he's not unbeatable. Like, he's physically stronger than Orchid Aspa. And Orchid Aspa, being the oldest, has a lot of abilities, but Briorn's just a big tough guy. That's about all he's got.
It's okay.
Okay, sorry. I'm trying to see if there's any like more insight I can give into what's going on with the fair folk through like how he responds to you. Okay, here, let me that was a rough draft of how he responds. Let's go with so you said like both of our people are just gonna die.
Yes, basically, like by you digging your heels in and refusing to at least help these people not starve, I'm not going to give you the information that can help you, communicate to your people so they can prepare to not die. We both have something the other wants. I'm trying to be reasonable here.
Yeah. The moment you tell him that you're not going to fight him, he does seem a little like a little like kind of resigned and saddened by that. So when you say that, he goes, "My people have only known grief. We have only ever known to not have what the other people, the gods, have made for this world. We have only lacked everything that you all have that makes you alive. While we are enemies, your people and mine, I truly wish that we lived in a world that they had made where we both did not lack what we wish. I am in a position where I must leverage what I can for my people as you are doing for yours. And if my people cannot get what they want, I must stand my ground to see if you will budge. I am sorry your people must suffer for me to try and get what my people deserve."
Then it must be so. Well, until we meet again. And I'm going to give him a slight nod.
He will return to sitting on his bench with his head down and his eyes closed. But this time his arms will simply be hanging at his sides. Limp.
I so want to put him out of his misery.
I look at him sadly, and then I turn and I walk away.
Okay. All right. Okay, I think that is where I want to leave things tonight. We have a number of offers that have been made tonight, and some of them agreed to. So this is not where I was expecting the campaign to go, and this is what I love about improvisational storytelling. I was anticipating a big final battle at Arenell between you all with the Padal army against the Fairfolk. I put the undead army in play just to see where things would go, and I had no notions that you would tell the Prince of Padal about it. And as we were talking it through, it just kind of made sense to me that this prince would want to just like hold his people back and not risk it if there's a chance he can spare them. Yeah, now it's just a matter of timing. So that's where we'll leave it. I'm excited to prep and plan for what comes next. Any shout outs before we go?
Catch BIPOC Tower, twitch.tv/BIPOC Tower, next Friday, as well as next Saturday. We are running a one-night Survivor game, Heroes versus Villains.
Ooh.
I'm super excited about it. If you like any sort of reality TV stuff and are interested in seeing our community trying something new, come check that out. It starts at 2 p.m. on Saturday next week on the 22nd.
Nice.
Oh, I'll be available.
Woo.
Hit me up.
All right.
What is this Survivor you speak of?
The thing where Rupert does a lot of fishing.
It's just a
The
small
one where
TV
Sandra
series.
Diaz wins, what, 3 times?
Twice. It should have
Oh.
been 3.
Fuck her.
Anna, any shout outs or plugs before we go?
Uh,
Anna?
Your sound cut out, Anna. Your sound is not working.
Uh-oh. Anna has gone robotic.
beep boop. Bop, bop.
That's really funny. Going robotic while she's saying robotic things. Okay, Dave, any shout outs or plugs?
I always say something nice. It's just how I am. You know, wildfires, am I right? Crazy.
Yes.
Pray for those people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Shout outs to the firefighters all over the world, really, that are dealing with fires. It's
And
crazy.
shout out once again, and I'm gonna do this again. Support your healthcare workers, for fuck's sake.
Yes, please. My shout out is that the lovely Shannon and I just wrapped our read and react for the 6th book of the Dungeon Crawler Carl series. I don't think next week, but the following week, we'll be starting This Inevitable Ruin, the ultimate book 7, which is
I'm
gonna be
so
great.
excited. I'm so excited. So real quick story.
Yes.
Me being nervous about planes, I wanted an audiobook in order to listen to on the way home.
Uh-huh.
The Dungeon Crawl first book was $26. I was like, I can't justify paying $26. We get to the Orlando airport.
Uh-huh.
As we went through TSA, we wanted some snacks, drinks, and stuff. They had like a little bookstore.
Yep.
Saw it. It was $20.
There you go.
I snatched that up.
Hell yeah.
So I will be reading book 1. Let's go.
Enjoy. It's great.
You can watch back the videos of
the read and react videos we did for book 1, we took them only a couple chapters at a time, and we did like 10 episodes talking about book 1, and then the rest we really compressed it into like 2 or 3 episodes, sometimes 4 per book. Anyway, yeah, really good stuff. Okay, that's going to be it for us here at Fable Table. Thank you so much for watching. Let us know in the comments what you thought of the episode, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.